If you click on this video, there's a high likelihood that the thumbnail grabbed your attention and it resonated with where you currently are at. You feel dissatisfied, you want more out of life, but you don't know exactly how to go about it. This is one of the things that I have realized. Unfortunately, many of us are not taught. In schools, at home, nobody really tells you how to navigate life in the real sense of it. You get a lot of theoretical things to do. You don't really get practical knowledge applications. And when we're actually adults and thrown into life, there's a lot of unlearning and learning that has to happen for you to really be solid. The difference between this video and every other thing you've seen around creating a life of your dream is that you would actually live here with actionable steps to really create the life that you want in 2025. So many times we create New Year resolutions, we are able to be consistent for like 2-3 weeks and then fall back into old patterns. There is a reason why you're making that same mistake. Year in, year out, your New Year resolutions are the same things. You've not done the one from 2 years ago. There's a reason why that is a pattern. And one of the reasons why this is a pattern is because many people are not active participants in their own life. Many people are passive participants in their own life. What does this mean? It means that rather than going out there to create the life you want for yourself, you're waiting for it to happen to you. You're waiting for that dream job to fall into your laps. You're waiting for your partner to miraculously find you somehow. You're waiting for your friend to text you, oh, I got some money for you. You're waiting for people, life to happen to you rather than going out to take charge of your own life and create the life of your dreams. And because you're doing that, it means that you're not able to stay faithful to the commitments that you make to yourself. You're not able to stay faithful to the promises that you make to yourself. And overall, in the larger look of things, you realize that you're stuck. You're in the same place year in, year out. I have written down, I think, about 8 or 9 tips here in my jotter. All of the things that I have written down here have come from my personal experiences, but also from studying patterns. I believe that patterns teach us or can tell us or can help us predict the future. You have a group of people that you look at who are successful or that you want to be like. If you go check their life, they have a pattern. There's something that is repeating itself that allows them to be able to create success. Studying patterns, then replicating patterns is one way that successful people have been able to, create a life that they are proud of. The first thing is you need to get rid of age-based anxiety. I realized that age-based anxiety is a recipe for failure because it conditions you to think that there is a limit or there is an age beyond which you can attain certain things. And then you work with this age limit in your mind and you program yourself to think that things are limited, or outside of a certain age you cannot be a certain person or you cannot be a person you want to be. You're creating limiting thoughts, negative thoughts, and you can't really elevate your mind to the state of progress or to a state where you really make steps if you are in a negative state of mind or if you're constantly recycling negative thoughts. And when you fixate on your age, you are in that circle whether or not you want to be in it. So who is 24 years old, who has a car, a family, is none of your business. Who is 21 years old, who's doing well, is none of your business. Who is 25, who is 30, is none of your business. You are on your own journey. There is no set age for when you can be successful. There is no set age for when you can have the things you want. There is only a set time where you can actively go after the things you want with speed and velocity and create that reality for yourself. Step 2, tackle your goals more strategically. Part of the things where being passive participant in your own life causes is that it allows you to have goals but not work towards them. Now, I'm going to give you an example. If someone says that they're going to create content in 2025 and it's just like something in their mind, oh, I'm going to make content in 2025. They don't write what type of content they want to make. They don't have how frequently they will post. They don't have things like, oh, what platforms they will post on. And that goal is a wishful thinking, because passively they're like, oh, I will create content. But if a person wants to actively become a content creator, right, their goals will look something more strategic, like, oh, I will post content twice every week. I would create content on so and so topic. I would make sure that I tag my friends to share this content so that the algorithm can boost it in the first 1 hour. Now you are creating strategic steps to achieving that goal that you have. I would reach out to brands after 3 months of posting with my views to tell them I would love to partner with them. It's a difference between someone who says, oh, I will post more content in 2025. Break your goals down into atoms, the smallest, tiniest version of which they can exist in, and then build them like that. Expand on them from there. This is how you take your vision and slowly yet steadily create it into reality. It compounds. Luckily for you, you have ChatGPT now that can help you. You just give it a good prompt, like, I have a goal to do so and so thing. Break this goal down into actionable things I have to do consistently for the next 3 months. Now break that down into things I have to do every single day for the next 30 days. Now you have a set of strategic actions that can help you achieve that goal. Number 3, it is very important for you to always plan ahead. Every single decision you make now is for a future you. If you delay on the things you're supposed to do now, they don't necessarily go away. All you've simply done is postpone it for a future version of you to have to worry about it. You don't want to be creating backlogs of things for future version of you, which is why you need to make every decision with the future version of you in mind. This even helps you make better decisions. This also helps you avoid being in situations where there's a lot of regret. So like, think of it like, oh, in the next 6 months, what has this turned into? What is this decision looking like? In the next 1 year, what do I project that this would be? How do I project that this has impacted my life or affected me? If you decide that you're going to write an exam, for example, you're going to read and study for an exam, the future version of you would thank you for that, because maybe the grades you get are so good you can land a scholarship. Think of the future and then reorient your mind to make a decision for the now that doesn't affect tomorrow. Number 4, check that your environment aligns with your goals. This is a mistake that a lot of young people make, even one that I have made myself. And so like I said in the beginning, all of these things have come from personal experiences as well. Sometimes it's not a lack of talent, it's not a lack of skill, it's not a lack of vision. It is simply your environment. The environment you're in contributes more than you can know to how far you can go in life. Yes, it is surprisingly a detail that I realized that so many of us are not aware of, or so many of us do not pay attention to. If you take a Harvard, someone who has gone to Ivy League school, or someone who has been to the most expensive schools and travels the world regularly, or never has to experience any form of stress, and you bring them to probably a third world country where people still have to queue for fuels, or where people still have to fight to get money at the ATM, then you compare their level of productivity or even level of thinking, you would see that they are worlds apart, right? And they could be the same age, they could be born the same day, the same year, simply because of the environment in which that they are placed in. And so one of the most important things you need to evaluate is your environment stopping you from getting to your goals? It could be people who are around you. It could be your living area. It could be the energy around you. So make sure that your environment tallies with your goal. Number 5, this is something that I have noticed so many people have, and even when they talk to me, it's always stressful for me to navigate it when I interact with people who have this demeanor to life, and it's the woe is me attitude, or it's the woe is me mindset. You always need to not think of yourself as a victim. If you're thinking that things are constantly happening to you, that is the energy you attract. That is all that will continue to be your reality, right? When you probably have a fallout with your friend, or when you probably have an issue at work, it should not be a woe is me attitude. It should not be a, oh my god, the end is here attitude. It should be, this is a problem, how do I fix it? this is a problem, what am I missing, how am I looking at this that is currently affecting how I'm reacting to it. If you change your perspective, you are likely to get better results, better outcome generally. So do not have a woe is me attitude to anything, because again, you are not able to make your best decisions when you are in a constant state of putting yourself down, or talking down on yourself, or not believing in yourself, or consistently thinking you are the victim in every situation. Be actively participating in your life. Part of what actively participating in your life helps you do is that it stops your mind from thinking that things are happening to you, to giving you control of the things or outcome or results that you get from life. Be in control of your outcomes. Number 6 on my list is feed your mind right. You are what you consume. So many times I tell people, tune your social media followings to give you what you want to see, or to reflect what you want to, the level of life you want to climb into, or what you're currently aspiring to. You don't want to be on social media just consuming negative content. You're following all the most trending things, every single thing that is happening, you're on top of it, except the things that you should be concerned with to impact your life. And I hate to sound like an African mom right now, but you can control your feed. You can control what you consume. What you consume is who you are, right? And the more you consume low quality things, the more low quality your ideas will be, the more low quality your outputs will be. The higher quality things you consume, the higher quality ideas you have, the higher quality outputs you can put out, the higher quality thinking you have, and your level of taste also increases. Be very intentional about what you consume. Be very intentional about the kind of people you follow, the kind of company you let speak to your ears, or the kind of thing you listen to. I currently have a list of muted things on my social media timelines. Like, I don't see certain type of news or certain types of things deliberately, because I'm not going to be in the right state of mind if I consume all that type of negative content or all those type of content. So my social media is really for things that I'm interested in, like marketing, design, technology, startups. All of those things fascinate me. So that's really where I consume or put my time. Eventually, we're a collation of all the things that we consume, right? Whether or not you like it. All the things that you hear every day, you see every day, eventually becomes the things you believe, eventually form your belief system, eventually form your thought process, and eventually encapsulate who you are as a person. And so you are what you consume. Feed your mind right. Number 7 is to always start with the outcome in mind. So this is a very important thing that I have learned as well. One of the most common things I hear people say often is that, oh, I want to start, but I don't know how to start. I don't know what to start with. I don't know what to do. And a good way that you can reverse engineer this is that you should start with the outcome in mind, right? What do I want to get out of this? If you can't justify the outcome, maybe it's a bit wobbly then, because if it's something you should do, you would absolutely be able to see the outcome, envision the outcome in your mind. If I invest 50,000 every day, maybe in Bitcoin, I'm going to have so amount of Bitcoin in the next 5 years, which will in turn give me some level of financial security. The outcome I'm going for is financial security. So that makes sense for me to start putting money in Bitcoin today. Always start with the outcome in mind. What results do you want to get from doing a particular action? This will help you make sure that you are taking calculated risk, right? So when you do things, you're taking calculated risk, and you are able to make better decisions. If you can picture what your outcome is going to be, you can now slowly begin to guide yourself in line, right? So even if you're starting unsure, even if you don't know what you're doing when you start, you have an outcome in mind. Always start with the outcome in mind. Number 8 on my list is to ask the universe to be kind to you, right? You're going to do everything that you're going to do, right? But again, I also believe that sometimes a thing of time and place plays into it. When you create your pathway, you get lucky. The more you do, the more you try, the more you go, the universe will always support whatever it is you're putting your effort into. whatever he sees that you're going hard, that oh my god, this girl, she's investing heavily in this boy, he really wants this outcome. The universe is designed to support seriousness. That's how I put it. If it sees you're being serious, it will support you, it will go behind you, it will make sure that you're seeing results with whatever it is you're doing. So ask the universe to be kind to you. You can speed up your process. You just stay every day like, oh my god, I'm going to do this, and it's going to work out, right? It's going to go well. Just say it every day, reaffirm yourself, repeat it every day, and then go do the thing. Go do it again in 2025. Do not lose momentum. Don't start anything and stop halfway or get discouraged. Remember, you're starting with the outcome in mind. You don't have that outcome yet. Don't stop. One of the things that I see that I had done is that once I had started to pick momentum in some situations, I would just grow tired. And I had studied that pattern, and then I made a list of all the times I started to get momentum and I just grew tired and I wouldn't continue. And I realized that it was a problem, because that meant I was working and I wasn't waiting to, get all those results, because I would hit fatigue at that point when I started to gain momentum. You do not want to do that. You want to make sure that you hit momentum, you double down on momentum until you get your outcome. And so all you have to do again is go back to the beginning of this video, watch it again, write down the things I've said, write down the things I've shared, and now go back to your drawing board and now outline your goals for the year. Break them down. What is the outcome I want to get with each or every single goal? How do I, start or reverse engineer myself to this outcome? Where am I right now? What can I do to bring me closer to this outcome in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year? Remember, you're always thinking of the future version of yourself. Every single thing must factor in your future version. If your future version does not fit into it, maybe rethink it again. I'm going to really leave you with this because, again, like I said, experiences have formed these thoughts that I currently have. But everything you need to start to create the life of your dreams, or to create the version of you that you want to be or that you want to have, you already have it. It is already in your hands. You are literally the only thing stopping you. This version of you is what will create the next version, the higher version of you that you're aspiring to. So everything you need to start, everything you need to become who you want to be is already in your hand. You already have it. Look around you. So use this version of yourself. Use the resources you currently have to become the best version of who you want to be. Make sure that you write your goals down. Create that vision board. You will not get the results you want if you don't write them down. Don't say it's in my brain. Take it out of your brain, put it onto a piece of paper. Or use use an iPad or put it on a board. I use Mila Notes to do my stuff, and it's very helpful because it allows me to do a lot of visualizing and putting things into perspective, and it's very organized. You can use Mila Notes. I'm not paid to promote them, I just really like the tool. This is everything that I wanted to share with you guys today, and obviously we're already in the new year. You're going to be seeing more of me, I promise you. I'm staying faithful to that. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that I haven't made this a very long video. We will see in the end. But yeah, I will see you in another video. Make sure to hit subscribe. Make sure to share this video with your friend. Make sure to tell somebody else to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I will see you. Bye.